I might as well get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have now come to the right place.
It's time for the late night snack.
That's where the drums kick in, because we're serious and we're ready to podcast.
You're professionals.
We can create a perfect world in our heads.
3, 2, 1, go!
We really don't need to watch the whole thing. Welcome back to the Late Night Snack. I'm your host, Maddie Sebestyen.
I'm Dawson O'Brien, and if you're like me, you're really surprised that that guy is married. That was the funniest thing. How the heck does he pull off a partner? Not trying to rip on him, but to be like
impressive.
Significant other. Can you set up a camcorder and then time me as I juggle on this ball?
Would you like to guess what state this man is from?
It's got to be like trying to think, because it looked like pretty sunny outside, right?
Okay.
I don't know why the weather matters.
I like your thought
Not
process.
like,
yeah,
it's not like it can be sunny literally anywhere at any point in time. It's not like there's someplace that's never sunny. I'm gonna guess like somewhere like Nebraska or Wisconsin.
Idaho, but you were close.
I was close. I knew it was one of those states. It had to be one of those states. It wasn't like some guy in California was doing it or New York. This was a Midwestern thing, 100%.
Yeah. Idaho is not the Midwest.
We should cut that out.
I'm not cutting that out.
Time out.
Are you pulling up a map of the United States?
Yep.
Okay, well, while you're at that, I'll tell you a couple more fun facts about this guy. He actually ends up making 522 catches in his juggling act, and the man's name is David Rush, and he's broken more than 150 Guinness World Records to promote STEM education.
Whoa. Way off. Way off.
Are you looking up where Idaho is?
Yep. I was thinking of Illinois. I was 100% thinking of Illinois. I was like pretty sure it's right by Michigan. Yeah, that's pretty tough.
It's okay. It happens. Don't worry about it. One time Emily thought South America was Africa, so it happens.
Oh, God.
I don't want to actually should cut that out. I don't want to
Really?
embarrass her.
So now we're cutting things out to save people's embarrassment.
That one's a little more embarrassing than Idaho, but yeah.
America needs a better public school system.
We went to private school.
So you paid to not learn?
I learned.
I didn't learn for free, you know?
Exactly.
Actually, I didn't even we didn't even have geography in high school.
True, but like social studies in like middle school, right?
Yeah, but it was just like the part of American history that they want to talk about, you know? Woke
True.
joke.
Woke joke. Can we have like a
Seriously, stay
woke
woke.
joke counter? I feel like that'd be funny, like up above our heads. It just says like woke joke counter, and then like
We definitely
one.
we do not have the budget for that, but I like where your head's at.
I have a budget for that.
Or flex on everybody. We've got the
No,
budget
not
for
like
that.
flags, but like I'm just saying, like I know how to do that. I'm a pro podcast
Let's do
editor
it.
at this point. You know, hit me up
Let's
for all
do
your
it.
podcast editing needs.
That should be right here. Ding, 1. Should say it right there.
I'll get right on it. Yeah, there was a lot of interesting news this week. In your home state of Tennessee, there was a police chase, actually with a zebra.
Yep.
I'll cue up the video. It's pretty.
This
exciting.
happens rather frequently, actually.
Really?
No. What? It's a zebra. Are you out of your mind? Of course this doesn't happen all the time. We have like 3 zoos.
I know we were practicing for pursuits, but I didn't think a pursuit of a zebra.
Yeah. So a few weeks ago, we told you
I
about
don't know why this is a
Cookville
news
police
clip. I thought
spending
it
the
was just
night
going to
trying
be
to
the clip of
corral
the
a loose zebra. Well, this morning, we have the body camera footage to prove it. Check it out.
I thought I had him in the corner, and I roped the side mirror of the car.
This is so funny. Police chased the animal around Cookville and many of the neighborhoods for hours
I was gonna
trying
ask
to
if you could
capture
guess
that
where into the
zebra.
sea it was.
At one point, they even tried to tase it, which didn't work at all.
Oh,
It would
that
be
makes me
3
sad.
hours before
No,
officers.
no.
Of course. First off, the guy's like, I don't know how I couldn't get the zebra to come towards me. It's like, well, yeah, he doesn't know what you're saying. You're like, come here, buddy, come here. He's not gonna understand that. And then the Cookville police is like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I have a taser. I could tase him. I know how to tase. I could harm the animal. It would look really good for our entire police department if I tased this zebra. Dude, Cookville.
It's a lot. It really is. It makes me think of those Madagascar movies, you know? Like, what is that zebra really thinking?
Yeah. The zebra is just trying to find where home is. He doesn't understand that, he's probably escaped from a zoo.
It did escape
Probably
from a zoo.
trying to go back to the wild. He doesn't realize that his wild is nowhere near. So he's just walking through suburban neighborhoods looking for another zebra, and he sees flashing police car sirens and tasers.
I'm crying.
It's like not cool. That zebra was like, thank God I'm released from my cage. In the 5 seconds he's in freedom, he's being yelled at by redneck accents and being threatened to get shot. And he's
I
like,
just thought of how, like, you're so right. Like, he got out of his view and was like, oh, like, I'm going to the wild. And then it was like Cookville, Tennessee, and not Africa or wherever
Yes.
he's from. And like,
did you not see he was heading for like the hay? Like the savanna brush. He was just like, I found it.
he is so confused.
And then he was cornered by F-150s. He had no idea what was going on.
Oh my gosh.
Not even close.
I really I didn't expect to be this rattled by that story. I really calmed down. Oh.
Real quick, I think we should have a poll. Do you think zoos are okay or not?
Okay.
Just honest opinion.
How do you
I
feel
think
about news? Get ready to get canceled. Get ready for another woke joke.
I'm not going to get canceled. I feel like a lot of people agree with me on this. I don't think zoos are a good idea. I think personally we should have select like wildlife preservations.
Oh, so you're
that
Carol
are
Baskin?
no. I'm not, having a cult. I'm not saying, hey, we should start a cult following along with wild animals. I'm saying we should make an environment that's like safe for these animals so they can roam and be them, and then have safari tours every so often. If they get too used to people and food, then they lose their sense of how to be, who they are.
Yeah.
What?
I said wild.
Yeah. There you go.
Their sense of being wild. I had a project last semester in my social media and crisis management class, I think. Shout out to Amber, best professor. And she, our group that we had to work on all semester and solve crises for was a safari. And it was in Africa, and it was kind of like that where you did Jeep tours out in the, it was pretty cool. And it was a wildlife preservation. Our crisis was that a Jeep got mauled by an animal. So we figured out how to navigate our way out of it. So it's okay.
That was a little comedic touch you added on that sad story. Appreciate it. That was a really fun little anecdote.
It was a fictional story. It was a made-up safari.
That's true.
We had to solve their made-up crisis. But you know what we completely brushed over? We just skipped right through in the intro.
What?
That by the time this episode is coming out, actually, when this episode comes out, I should be getting in my vehicle and going to see Dawson O'Brien.
Yes, that is true.
Coming
Long distance has
home.
come to an end. Thank the Lord, because
For now.
For now. Wait, what?
Well, I'm
What are you
going
talking
back
about?
home for a couple weeks,
Well, yeah, but like,
but not this
coming with
long. We're
you.
not doing this long.
No, not this long. This is wrapping up. That, and I'm going to visit you there. So
That's true. So it'll be
it's
very
not
fun.
going to be a whole month of, FaceTiming and texting.
Yeah, we'll have lots of good Dawson Mads content coming to you in the next little bit here.
But yeah,
Different
shout
adventures.
out to long distance. Shout out
We
to
don't miss
Second
you.
a lot. Yeah, it's the worst, and it's wrapping up, and I'm super happy about it.
Same. So it's pretty exciting. We're excited that you guys will be enjoying this episode, and that we'll be reunited next week's episode. We should be in the same place, so it's pretty exciting. We're gonna have to figure out how to do video, but we'll make it work. Maybe it'll be higher quality, So
I don't know. I think Zoom's pretty good.
I mean, the Zoom quality, the camera quality on my laptop is just stellar.
Yeah, when people are just scrolling by trying to find a podcast to listen to on YouTube, and they see our Zoom camera content, they're like, "Oh my god, that's a professional quality," and they click on it just because we're using Zoom. They're like, "Well,
Yeah.
that's a top tier production."
Top tier production. And you know what? Where else camera quality is really good?
Where's that?
In Subway.
Oh my god, everybody loves a good street performer. This is one of my favorite street performances I've ever seen. That's pretty cool, right?
Very.
That's pretty cool. That's not the coolest move. This is the coolest move right here. The way everybody jumps is the best.
Oh no.
That guy, there was an old man reading a newspaper who was just one of those guys that was just grumpy, like, I'm not even going to pay attention to those guys. They're not getting any of my money. And he was just reading that newspaper, and he thought that was a gunshot. He jolted and almost threw that newspaper.
When you think about it, when I listen to back in my head, I feel like it does sound like a gunshot.
It sounds like a gunshot. That, and there's a kid, I don't know if you saw him, brown hair, he's smiling the entire time. He's just watching,
Yeah.
And you can tell in his eyes, he's like, I cannot wait to grow up so I can be these guys. And then when he hits his face on the roof, that kid's dreams vanish. He immediately, his jaw drops and he covers his mouth and he's like, I'm going to college. I'm not.
I'm going to college.
I'm going to just go ahead and be a business major, not risk it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I saw a great TikTok this week. Wait, I should try to download it real quick. It's so funny. Wait, what? What were you gonna say?
There's so many reactions in that, there's the woman sitting next to the child who literally is just rubbing her forehead because it hurt her to watch that.
Oh no.
That video brought me more joy than most things.
That's really good. I'm glad. I'm in the process of putting this other video on my phone real quick.
I've watched it 8 times today.
You did send it to me very early this morning. You were very prepared. Is it time for the news story? Is that how we're feeling?
I feel like they need to be updated on the news.
Awesome. Well, I have a great story for you. It involves another naked Florida woman because that just seems to be the trend for us recently.
Any news that comes out of Florida, there's a 80 to 90% chance that the word naked is going to be somewhere in the headline.
Yeah.
Whether they're naked, someone else is naked, someone who called 911 on them was naked. somewhere in this story, there's nudity.
Well, and I don't know if we
100%.
touched on this a couple months ago, but this story says woman found naked in Florida storm drain is rescued again.
I would
So you're thinking,
think I would want to be in a hazmat suit if I'm in the sewer. I would want to be like head to toe in the most like we're in a pandemic. We're in a pandemic, and there's still people that are like, I will go nude into the sewer where people's waist is.
I forgot she was naked
Yeah, she's naked.
in the sewer. Well, it gets worse. So, a woman who is missing for, you want to just take a guess how long she was down there?
I'm scared it's gonna be like weeks.
3 weeks. Well, actually, I guess we don't know if she was really down there for 3 weeks, but she was missing for 3 weeks and then rescued from the Florida storm drain.
Wait, why did she go missing?
I don't know. But I have something
We
to tell
do
you.
really top tier news story stuff here.
I'll tell you.
Where
more
we
in
get a
second.
story and then we don't know what we're talking about.
I'll tell you more in a second after I tell you that's not the story. Let me read you the headline again.
Okay.
Woman found naked in Florida storm drain is rescued again. This time in an underground tunnel system in Texas over the weekend. She climbed out of a 6-foot drain pipe Saturday night and was taken immediately to the hospital.
Every time this person goes missing, they're immediately like, all right, get flashlights, bring a candle, because it's going to stink and we're going to go in there and find her. Like,
Apparently,
what's crazy though? I've watched documentaries about like people that like there's like underground cities in the US where people live in the sewers, fully functioning cities.
You would watch YouTube videos about that.
It's so scary.
Okay, but that's crazier is her family used her location to track her last seen location before she went down, right? And then proceeded to drop bags of food and Gatorade in nearby manholes in an effort to sustain her. She also, it says authorities said that she said that she became trapped while exploring a tunnel she found while swimming near a canal near her boyfriend's home and got lost inside the tunnel system.
There you go.
But she's also been in the hospital multiple times for psychosis.
She obviously knows her way around the sewer.
I mean, clearly. Yeah, it says we don't know how much longer she would have been okay down there. The idea that somebody might be down there for any length of time is disturbing. It's dangerous, dirty, there's snakes, rats, garbage. But she honestly, shockingly, looks more normal than you would expect.
Really?
Yeah, really. She really is not a crazy looking lady. I'll show you the picture. But it's pretty cool.
Is she brunette?
Yeah.
Brunettes are wild.
Is that brunette though, or is that?
Hey,
yeah.
That's a soccer mom right there.
I know. Who just like her son lost one too many soccer games and into the sewer she went,
She's like, Mom, I scored. Mom, she's in the sewers again. She's in the sewers again, 100%. That dad's already climbing down.
Mom, I won my game. Mom's not here. She went to be one with the rats again.
They're talking about all the horrendous stuff of the sewers without mentioning the very obvious horrendous thing that's in the sewers.
Yeah.
Which is just human waste. They're like, there's snakes and rats down there. It's like, yeah, there's also waste of everybody in the area.
I think it does say that at some point.
They probably mentioned it. They're like, by the way, I don't know if you know what sewers are meant for. But in case you didn't know.
But I think this isn't like the sewer system. It's like the storm drain. So it's like all the stuff that like runs out of the road and in down the things. It's not like people's toilets. It's just like dirty trash from the road.
It's all sorts of things that aren't good.
Yeah. Mostly it just doesn't sound good.
That's not FDA approved to live.
Definitely, the
sewer.
CDC does not recommend vaccinated people live in the sewer.
You know why the CDC hasn't made an official statement about living in the sewers?
What?
Because someone like ran the piece of paper by them that was like, "Hey, can you talk about this real quick?" And they're like, why would we even discuss this? This should be common knowledge that you shouldn't do this. Like, yeah, but
Like,
just
just
go ahead and say it. They're like, no, people should know. Honestly, like if I convince myself like I'm moving to the sewers, I give myself maybe 5 seconds, and not even inside of it, just like looking into it. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not doing that. Actually, though,
Yeah, no.
it's kind of sick to say that you lived in the sewer for 3 weeks and like you lived
In a psychiatric ward, but yeah, you lived.
Okay, yes, obviously there's something not good going on there, but like, way to survive.
True. It's very true.
I probably wouldn't have survived in a sewer system for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Just shouting that out there.
I think you would.
Can you? Hey, that's another poll right there. Do you think you could survive living in the sewers for 3 weeks?
What was poll number 1? I forgot.
Poll number 1 was. What was poll number 1? They'll know what poll number 1 is. How
They
come we don't
will.
know what poll number 1 is?
I don't know.
It is late.
It is late. It's late for a late night snack. I know I'll be eating a late night snack after this, and I hope you will too.
We might, me and Mom have been having rice cakes, so it's been really cool over here.
Yeah, I'm excited to get there and join the rice cake gang.
Rice cake gang is growing. It really is. There's a movement going on.
Should there be a poll for what flavor of rice cake is everyone's favorite?
Duh, caramel. Done. Should be
Done.
caramel.
I want to try your dad's secret recipe super bad.
My dad considers himself one of the greatest chefs of all time because he created something that he tells everybody.
It's such a good idea. Because freshman year of college, I did that all the time. So I'd take a plain rice cake and I'd put avocado on it and make like avocado toast because I didn't have to toast it because we weren't supposed to have a toaster. It was great. Except Dawson's dad took it one step further.
He did take it one step further. He's a man of kind of like a culinary class, like not really like an average zone. He's a bit above average. He's not even trained, but he's just kind of naturally good at that kind of thing.
What do they call it? A prodigy?
Yeah, he's just naturally talented, and so he took a cheddar cheese rice cake, put avocado on it, and he said, "There you go, world."
I think that's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait to try it. Maybe I'll give you guys the verdict next week on the late night snack. We hope that you have a great Thursday morning. Whether you're listening to this on your way to work, you're listening to it on your way home from work, on your lunch break, doesn't matter. Let us know where you're at.
Hey, if you're heading to the sewers for a quick 3-week vacation, we wish you all the best and we wish you a safe trip. If you're going to go dancing in the subway, watch your head and make sure, you live it up this week.
Lock up your zebras,
That's another one. Okay. If you're going to be a zebra owner, be responsible. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be an irresponsible zebra owner. Let's get it together. Come on. But yeah, hey, it's summertime now. It's officially June, which means no school for literally everybody. So go out, have fun, eat a s'more. June's a good month for s'mores.
Yeah, why not?
That should be your late night snack for the week. Eat a s'more.
Eat a s'more. I like that you say that, s'more.
How I say s'more?
The way you just said it, not the way you usually say it, but
Eat
you're
a
like,
s'more.
Eat a s'more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send us
It's an
a picture of your
encouraging
s'more
thing.
at Late Night Snack Pod on Instagram or at latenightsnack.thepodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll catch you next week.
Catch you next
Bye.
week. Peace.
Well, I might as well get to it.